Yo, how's it guys? So today we are diving. Woo. I got my good friend Ryan with me, and it's been a while since I dove. It's been a couple months. I just came back from Japan and we were there for about 40 days. So yeah, I don't know what my breath hold is doing. I'm just gonna ease my way back into it and see. As far as game plan, kind of same. Just find something for sashimi. So tonight, tomorrow night, which is Christmas Eve, Christmas, and the day after Christmas, I have dinners all 4 nights. So hopefully we can shoot something for all 4 nights. But other than that, just gonna wing it, see what happens. Gonna get suited up and I'll see you guys in the water. Alright, so hopped in and started swimming out of the bay, and once again see this taco from the surface. So I go down, have a fairly easy time getting them out. And when I get them in my hands, I'm kind of juggling back and forth whether I want to keep them or not. It is legal size, but it is definitely on the smaller side. So yeah, kind of just juggling with that thought back and forth. But ultimately, I let them go. So we made our way out to the depths, and here I am free falling. Now I love doing the spinning thing for several reasons. One, it allows me to see the surrounding area, and two, it just makes me feel like I'm flying. I get to the bottom here, it's at 68 feet, and almost immediately this little papio and moanakali comes in and kind of got my hopes up. This is the same spot. I took a second drop on this area. Like I said, got my hopes up in seeing that moanakali, so I'm hoping there's other goats around. There's some fish way off in the distance in the murk, but other than that, it's pretty dead. So we headed further down the coast to this high rock where I know there's an ulu hole. Decided to check it, and right here I noticed some moanakalis on the bottom to my right. So I proceed to check the ulu hole, hoping there's an omilu, ulua, something inside. But of course it is empty, and so I shift my focus to the moanakalis. But gotta get air. In the past, this spot held moo as well, so I'm hoping, whether moanakalis or moo, hoping that something is around. Get to the bottom here, level out, start scanning the area, and it is dead. There's no moanakalis, there's no moo. So off to the next spot, and the current is picking up, so I shoot it down here. It's at 75 feet, and on the plus side, there's a little bit more fish, but nothing big. No ukus, no moos or moanakalis. It's gonna be a grind. Alright, so we were about to change spots. My friend Ryan is already headed to the next spot. I'm about to pick up my anchor, and I noticed this big uku, or well, bigger uku. And so he's in the mid water column, and I throw my spoon. He's pretty tame, and if I did a proper breathe up, I think I would have been able to get him on a dive bomb. Decided to regroup. I watch him when I go up, and he's swimming away, but he's not like spooked. So after doing a full breathe up, I head straight back down, and I'm hoping he's still around. get to the bottom and I'm not seeing him anywhere, but I'm hopeful. I see him in the mid-water column and I start dusting. Now, I don't know this, but something is going on with my camera and I barely get the shot on camera. But here he comes, coming in. I take my lunge and I get a pretty bad shot. I'm not gonna lie, it's a upward shot and it's tearing through his body. And this is the outcome of my footage. I don't know what is going on. Nevertheless, I got him. I'm stoked. He's on the float. Pick up my spoon, and I'm hoping the commotion brought in a bigger fish. Luckily, I see this Aliyah Mama in the hole, and I decide to take him for my friend Shane. He was kind enough to watch my son so I can go dive, so I wanted to get him something for his family. Now comes one of my biggest fails, recently anyway. You can see this is a nice size Aliyah Mama. I'm stoked. I know my friend Shane is gonna love this, and I usually use my ski prong to subdue Aliyah Mamas. I load the ski prong, shoot it in the head, and done deal. But I didn't bring it on this trip, so I am struggling to subdue this Aliyah Mama with my knife, and I'm trying to do something with my fins, and ultimately he just comes off. I cannot even explain how he comes off. You'll see in just a second, but my barb just pulls right through, and it is gut wrenching. While I was reloading my gun, I was following the Aliyah Mama to this hole, so I do my breathe up and head down. I see him go in this hole, so I'm hoping he's just right there. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find him, so I ended up giving my friend Shane a slab of my uku. But this one sucks. This one hurts. On the way back in, I see another taco, and this time I'm keeping this one. And that's a wrap.
Oh, 8.1, yeah.
I thought it was 10.
I think you freaking bled it out.
I did bleed it out.
Yeah, I think, frick, that thing looks like it's about 10 to me. It was at 8.1 before.
I know.
Yeah, 8.1. Let's call it 8.1.
Alright, back home. Got the gear all cleaned up. And now it's time to do the fish. So, 2 things gonna happen. Or 3 things gonna happen. 1, I'm gonna attempt to do gyotaku. 2, I'm going to make sashimi. 3, because I'm stubborn and I want to do something else with the fish as well, I'm also gonna try and do a furikake seared uku. So first things first, prep the fish for gyotaku.
Perfect.
There's a nabetta in this. Alright, so spicy uku onigiri. Quick little snack. This one's a bit sweet, the spicy mayo I used, but you could also add sriracha. Perfect fishing snack. I'm leftover, so I am leftover nori. This one's for my wife, so I'm not gonna touch that. But perfect little snack. Okay, ending this video, but before I do, there's a few parts in this video that I mentioned. A third recipe that I was planning on making and I didn't end up making it. I was supposed to make furikake seared uku, but never got around to it. The spicy uku onigiri was actually a spur of the moment kind of deal. And funny enough, if you go back and look at that clip, I said you could have added sriracha to that spicy mayo because it was a little sweet. Well, it's made by sriracha. So this is what I was using. Normally I make my own spicy mayo, but I saw this one in the store when I was, you know, going to buy rice and stuff, and figured, you know what, I'll give it a try. So it's sweeter than it is spicy, but it has a small hint of spice. Fun fact is I'm actually not the biggest fan of spicy food, but I make an exception for like spicy tuna and all that stuff. Wasabi I'm starting to try out, but yeah, not a big fan. And with that, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know what happened to the clip of that me shooting the uku, but as you saw midway, it just started acting weird. Ever since I got back from Okinawa, it seems like I have clips randomly do that, where they'll have black spots on the footage, or it just starts turning into this blurry thing, and it's kind of frustrating. And lastly, before I head out, don't forget to check out Venture Wetsuits. Check out their online store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Their wetsuits are bulletproof and they have really sick dry fits. If I could afford to buy every single one, I would, but I can't. And if you do purchase anything, use my discount code TOONLIFE. It'll save you 10% off your purchase. And with that said, go make yourself an onigiri. Let me know how it goes, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Shoots.